All right. I think everything has come to a head in terms of the past 2 days. Um, you can pretty much say I've been crying and whining and bitching about how exhausted I am, blah, blah, blah. Uh, I think it's all come to a head today. At work, I was having trouble. Again, let's not try to, I'm going to try not to be too dramatic here, but it's just, it is what it is. I was having trouble sometimes even walking. Like, I am pretty fucking exhausted, I'm not going to lie. So, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, initially, what I'm thinking is I'm just gonna cut back on the volume today. So normally I'm back. I'll do I don't know 11, 12 sets, sometimes a little bit more than that if I'm feeling a little crazy. I'm thinking I'm gonna cut that down to like 8 today. So I'll do 3 here. We'll do a little bit of biceps after this, and then I'll do 3 sets of something else for back, and then I'll finish with just a couple sets of my plan is some pretty lightweight stuff. So you're talking sets of 20 on the last couple. Um, and then I'll probably stop. That's at least I'm gonna. My problem is, I come in here, I'm exhausted. I know I am. I feel it. But once my adrenaline starts pumping and I get into the workout, I feel better in a sense. And then I kind of push it too far, and then I wake up the next day, and same thing. So that's what I'm gonna try. We will see. We'll see what happens. And if I can stick to it, I think it's gonna be really good for me. I might even do the same thing with legs tomorrow. Um, and I don't want to speak, too early, so we'll see how I feel. But if I have to, I will basically. Um, Kind of the Dorian Yates style training is what I'm going to try today. So like I said, very low volume. Well, that's not very low. 8 sets is still, I mean, it's a decent amount. I hit back twice a week, so if you figure this in with the other stuff, I'm probably over 15 sets total, which is decent. It's decent. It's definitely not like some people that do 20 or more for a week. Um, but yeah, I'm kind of thinking like that Dorian Yates approach, except for those last two. Those last 2 sets, like I said, are probably going to be pretty light and high reps. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's kind of all I got today. Um, but I mean, even though this is going to be different from what I'm accustomed to, I mean, if you just look at Lee Priest compared to Dorian Yates, for example, two pretty much totally different styles of training. Dorian Yates is more heavyweight, at least heavy for the rep ranges he was doing, which is like 6 to 10, I think, or something, which is pretty heavy. And then Lee Priest was more, I heard him talking in a podcast about a lot of times how he would do sets of 30, 40, sometimes 50. I mean, that's the extreme, but he would. And a lot more volume. I mean, obviously, 1 set of 50 probably is almost the same amount Dorian did for his whole workout in a day, but he just did a lot of heavier weights. Not that Lee Priest went light. He went light for him, but to 99% of the other population, it's probably really fucking heavy. But yeah, I mean, there's way more way more than just one way to train. So today's gonna be a little different than usual for me. A lot less sets, but the sets I do are still gonna be intense. I'm gonna push it. If anything else, it's probably gonna be more intense since I'm not doing as much. Um, but anyways, I'm fucking being long-winded here. I got the close grip kind of overhand attachment today. I did that last Tuesday. It felt really good. Felt different, but almost better. So we're gonna do that again today. Like I said, probably 3 sets. Wow, that was actually 14 really good reps. So let's add this. It'll honestly only probably take a rep or two away, but still, I feel like I can do it. So up, up, up. Ah, fuck. Whew, I can already feel it. The urge to want to go way beyond what I said. I mean, I'm feeling like 15 sets of back today, but I have to try to contain myself. I mean, it's a good problem to have, right? I would rather be the guy that always goes too far and never goes far or kind of crosses the line and goes, or not, doesn't cross the line and doesn't really ever kind of push himself. You know what I mean? Like, not every day needs to be a fucking balls to the wall, completely kill yourself and exhaust yourself. You know, that's just a lot to recover from. But there definitely needs to be days like that. I mean, if you're always kind of coming in here and just never really pushing it, I mean, I don't know. What the fuck are you doing? You know, that's the whole point of training. I mean, fuck. All right. Like I said, I gotta try to contain myself here. Easier said than done. But man, 2 sets only, and my lats feel pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie. Let's do one more. And again, I'll try to fight the urge to do a drop set. I already kind of want to. But yeah, we'll do one more here. Okay. Drop set? No, I can't. I can't do it. If I do a drop set today, it'll be the very last exercise. How about that? Does that sound good? I'm trying to stick with what I said and not do as much volume today. Ah, it's fucking hard. I really want to do a drop set right now, but I'm not going to. Let's move on. Hit a little bit of biceps. Well, I figured since the plan is not to do quite as much volume today, it's kind of these are my rest days. You know, most people's rest days they completely skip. They don't even step a foot in the gym. This is a rest day to me. It's because, like I said, instead of doing 12 plus sets of back, you know, plus my 4 or 5 sets of biceps, I'm gonna cut back down to 8 or so. And biceps will probably be about the same, but you know, you're talking 4 or 5 less total sets, and it doesn't sound like a lot. But that doesn't make a difference. It really does. Um, I was trying to make a point, and now I don't remember where I was going with that. Oh, yeah. Since I'm not doing as much volume, I figured today would kind of be the day to one do something I've never really done. I don't think I've ever done this with dumbbells, free weight, and two, since I've never really done it, you know, it might kind of be a little more difficult, kind of shock my system a little bit. Normally, when I do a unilateral one arm curl, well, I didn't even need to say one arm. Unilateral means that, but whenever I do that, I normally do it on the preacher curl machine. This is the first time I've ever done it with dumbbells. I've ever done it with free weight. So, you know, it could be, you know, it's not like it's going to be, you know, it's not like I'm going back there and doing, you know, heavy sets of deadlifts. That would be a really big shock. You know, this compared to the preacher curl machine with the cable over there, this might be 1% harder, 2%, whatever. But on a day that you're, you know, more exhausted like I am today, actually the past 3 days, that 1%, you know, you wouldn't think it, but it can add up and really go a long way and make the difference when you kind of tire out and when your body kind of quits, you know. So again, since I'm not doing as much volume today, it kind of lines up to do this because if I do tire out sooner than normal, well, I'm not doing as much anyway, so it kind of works out. But yeah, let's try it, man. This would be kind of fun. I think I got the oh god, I got the 60-pound dumbbells. I did a little, you know, feel out set. No, not really a set. I just did one rep. It honestly felt light, but again, it's just one rep, so we'll see. But if it's let's say I do more than 12. If I can do more than 12 each arm, you know, I might go up to 65s, do that. And if that's still light, then maybe go to the 70s. We'll see. But yeah, we're gonna start with this. Since I've never done it, I'd rather start just a hair light than you know jump into it too heavy. So all right. Well, I did exactly 12, so I think I'm just gonna stay at this weight. I mean, I probably could afford to go up to the 65s and do two more, and probably still get at least more than 10 each time. Fuck, I'm kind of talking myself into it now. Actually, I might do that. Let's say go up to the 65s, and the third set's a little harder than I think, and I only get 9 or something. You know, maybe I'll go into a drop set. Well, rest like 20 seconds, so that one arm's not so much more fatigued than the other. But rest like only 20 seconds to go straight into a bilateral curl with something pretty light that I can do 20 or so times. That sounds pretty good, actually. I think I'm gonna do that. Let's go up to the 65s. We'll try a couple more. The stability definitely was the main thing here. I'm just not used to, free weight, with my elbow fixed and doing curls. I was kind of wobbling actually. That was the hardest part. Yeah, let's go up to 65s. All right, let's do another one. That wasn't too bad. Ah. Holy shit. Fuck. Well, those 65s got pretty heavy pretty quick. Ooh, boy. All right, so that drop set. All right, biceps, honestly, are fucking destroyed. Even if I wanted to, I don't even think I'd try any more biceps today. There's something about doing an exercise you've never really done before. Uh, I mean, I guess what I'm about to say isn't really, it was pretty obvious, but it really fucks you up. And yeah, I've done free weight preacher curl, machine preacher curl, a lot, but not unilateral, not one arm at a time. And it's crazy. I just that slight little different change makes a world of difference. My biceps, I'm not kidding, dude. They're fucked. They are fucked. Oh, wow. Okay, let's go do back. However much more I can do. I'm thinking, what I say, 5 more sets, probably 3 more of one exercise. And I'll do a couple, like I said, pretty light at that point. A couple more sets of something else. Fuck. All right, back at it again with these. I need to figure out exactly what these are called, if there's even a name for them. But it's that leaning. So I'm gonna be slightly leaning forward. Um, no. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna be slightly leaning forward. Just kind of a. I just like to describe it as a lat pull down, combined with a little bit of a row because you're not sitting all the way up as if you're doing it like a lat pull down, and you're not doing it completely at a 90-degree like you're doing a row. It's somewhere in between, and I just like the way it hits my back, dude. I really like it. I don't have to go heavy with this, so I mean, you're talking. I might speed up my rest period to kind of make it harder. You're talking 15 reps or more easily. I mean, this first one I might get 20 or more, but that's kind of what I'm shooting for. I'm kind of okay with that. So, but yeah, 3 sets here, and then we'll do one more probably. Oh, fucking gnarly, man. Man, that's gnarly. Let's add a little bit of weight. Why not? Oh, what a set. I do that one more time. That's all I'm gonna need out of this. Ooh. A good cue to help because I was one of the biggest examples of a lot of my back movements. I would once you finish that last 15%, or whatever of the rep with my biceps. I kind of want to almost curl it in. So a cue that's really helps me, um, it's kind of a little crazy, really. Literally every rep, when I'm locking out, when I'm the concentric, flexing it, I'm thinking elbows. Literally every rep in my head, I'm saying elbows, elbows. To kind of remind myself to drive my elbows back, drive the rep through my elbows. Kind of pulling my elbows back, pinching my shoulder blades together, rather than kind of collapsing my arm, and it really helps. So if you had that same problem like I did, again, it's kind of a little crazy thinking elbow every rep in your head, but it works for me. It works for me. But anyways, let's do one more. Ah. Okay, we're done with this. We are done. Let's do that one more exercise. Only a couple sets. Just get a crazy pump is the main thing at this point. And then I'm gonna try to contain myself and call it quits there. All right, so I think I did this last Tuesday. Just your, I guess it's not basic, but a variation of lat pull down that doesn't require an actual lat pull down machine. And I'm using the ropes, which, yeah, I mean, this is why I don't like using ropes. The instability factor can kind of, hold you back a little bit in terms of what you're actually capable of lifting. I mean, think about it. If you're, like, especially on a tricep press down, if you're using the ropes doing a tricep press down, and the stability in your wrist is not very good because it's a fucking rope. Like, how much are you actually going to be able to press down? Not full capacity, like not actually what you're fully capable of. So, like, I don't mind using a rope like right now at the very end of a workout when the weight's not really the priority. It's just about getting more volume with good reps, good form, but just a lot more volume, kind of a good pump. Now, if I was starting, the ropes would be my last option. Like, if unless for like whatever reason I had to use the ropes, I'm not even thinking about them. So yeah, like since this is the last thing, I'm okay with it. It's a nice little change every now and then. But basically, to failure, I'm probably not even going to count the reps here. I'm just going to go until I can't. All right, I'll be honest. I probably could have done at least a couple more there, but I think I'm gonna add probably two more fives. Do this last one, and then, like I said, probably go straight into a drop set too. And I think that'd be a good way to finish. Shit, get me out of here. My hip almost cramped up like 3 times there. That's definitely not ideal when you're trying to hit back. I mean, you don't want your hip to be the limiting factor. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna say job well done. My lats are burning. Believe it or not, my biceps are still kind of hurting from those preacher curls. So we're done, man. Let's go check out the pump. All right, we're gonna follow the same protocol that I did last Tuesday. Actually, fuck, it might have been Sunday. Um, Whatever day it was, doesn't really matter at this point. We're gonna hit all the front poses, front double bicep, front lat spread, whatever else I can think of. All those out here. Again, lighting makes a difference. And when you're trying to see the best of your physique, you gotta whatever certain pose might look better in a certain lighting in a certain spot. That's where I'm gonna hit it. So all the front ones here, and then I'll go to the other side, and hopefully no one's in there. If there is, might be shit out of luck. But go to the other side, hit all the back poses in there. Whew, I'm fucked in a good way. Who would have thought? Cutting back on the volume, I think you still get a good workout. In many ways, I think this is better. Feels just as good, but I did less volume. So theoretically, should be able to recover better. But anyways, let's do it. I'm not even checking that video. Hopefully, you know, got something good. Because that's it. That is it. We're done, man. Like I said, I actually stuck to my word and cut back on the volume. I got a great workout, man. And I don't feel totally overworked and exhausted. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think we're done. Let's get out of here. Like I said, tomorrow's leg day. I don't know. Like I said, I need to just kind of wake up tomorrow and see how I feel. And really, throughout the day after work, that's really going to be when I can judge. But I might cut back on the volume tomorrow, too. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, good workout. Let's get out of here.